Hey guys, it's Shotcaller MIA here, and today I'll be bringing you a Ziggs Runes and Mastery Guide for Season 5. For Quints, I run flat AP, Marks, I run flat Magic Pen, my Yellows, I run flat Armor, and for my Blues, I run flat MR. The reason why I run flat AP for my Quints is because as Ziggs, you'll need that early source of damage in the early game, so you can possibly force out the lane opponents, and these are just the go-to Quints for AP carry in the mid lane. For the Marks, I run flat Magic Pen because these are essential and they are really high in value in the Marks category, which allows you to penetrate through the early base stats of MR that the enemy mid laner has. For Yellows, I run Seals of Armor. The reason I do this is because as Ziggs, you can feel a lot of harass even though you are dishing out some. That's why I take Armor, so you can reduce the damage from the auto attacks that the enemy mid laner can harass you with. And if you really didn't want to use the Seals of Armor, then I suggest you use the Seals of Scaling Health, and these are just much more beneficial if you're going against like an AD mid laner. Moving forward, I use for my Blues, I use flat MR, and the reason I do this is because as Ziggs, you'll be wanting to trade with the enemy mid laner, so this just reduces the incoming damage that you take, and these are just the best in its class for Blues, so I suggest taking these. So in total for Ziggs' runes, you'll have 12 MR, 15 AP, 9 Armor, and 7.8 Magic Pen. Moving over to the Masteries for Ziggs, I run a 2109 page. The reason why I put 9 points in utility rather than defense is because I feel like it's more beneficial to have movement speed and mana regen rather than having early points in defense. So that's what I put my 9 points in utility in for. 3 points in for movement speed, 2 points for mana regen, 3 points in reducing the cooldown of summoner spells so you can flash in and out and cast Ignite more frequently. And I put a point in buff duration because I think that's really key. As Ziggs, you want to prolong that blue buff, or maybe if you get double buffs from the enemy jungler, you want to prolong those buffs so you could create more of a snowball effect. And then now going over the 21 points in offense for Ziggs, I put the 4 points in cooldown, I put a point in Butcher that allows you to last hit, and I put the 7 points in AP, scaling AP, flat AP, and then percentage AP. I also put a point in 3 points in Executioner because as Ziggs, you'll be harassing a lot, and once you get those enemy champions below 50%, this helps you force them out of lane easier. I also put a point in Spell Weaving because as Ziggs, you'll be threading in a lot of basic attacks, so this just amplifies the damage against the enemy mid laner and the whole team in general. And then to top it off, I put a point in Arcane Blade that also allows you to last hit under turret, and then points in Armor, Magic Pen, as well as just increased damage. So in recap, you have a 2109 page for Ziggs. The runes are 12 MR, 15 AP, 9 Armor, and 7.8 Magic Pen. I'm Shotcaller MIA, and this was your Ziggs Runes and Mastery Guide for Season 5.